Hello Libra, welcome to the Whistling Hermit YouTube channel. Today we will do something different. We are going to do an earth, air, fire and water tarot reading. Okay, now we are using right now the tarot of A.E. Waite. It's a beautiful tarot, Rider-Waite tarot with a crackle back. You see here? It's beautiful. It's sort of like a feast to the eye. It relaxes. I don't know, when I look at the crackle back, it makes me feel relaxed. It's makes me think of leather. Okay, so our main energy. We have here the Page of Cups. Okay, this can symbolize you or another energy of somebody coming to your life, or maybe already arrived in your life. This person seems to be intuitive, somebody who is very much in touch with their emotions, very much in touch also with their inner life. This is very youthful. Uh, he's a little bit emotional. You see the waves behind, a little bit wavy, but not too much. No, so maybe this is a person who's very expressive of his or her emotion. No, so you try to see if it's resonates with you or somebody else. So this person seems to be, if it is somebody coming into your life, it is somebody who is very expressive, somebody who can be very supportive when it comes to emotional things. If you are a little bit intellectual, this one will complement what is lacking. Okay, if you are too cerebral, this one will bring the heart into the friendship. Okay, at the same time, this person is very intuitive. So if this person tells you something, listen to that person. Maybe there is something, a certain message that is coming from the universe. So it can also be you. This can symbolize also you. Now, this person seems to be grounded in reality, but at the same time also very much interacting with his inner world. Okay, so this is our main energy. We will put it here in the middle. Now, this main energy is also the main energy of the situation right now. So at this situation right now, if this is you, you are very intuitive, you are very much in touch with your situation, and you seem to be grounded in reality. If this is somebody, then this somebody with similar characteristics have just arrived or is now presently in your life. Now we will put the cards here at the lower part. This will represent the earth. Okay, the one on the left will represent the air, and then the one on top will represent the fire, and the one on the right will represent water. Okay, so the card that represents the earth is the card that symbolizes what is happening in your physical world, things that are happening that you are conscious of. The one on top, which represents the air, symbolizes the one that is happening in your inner world. You, since you if you are this intuitive person, then you can also sense what is happening in the inner world. This is where also we communicate with the divine and also with our spirit guides. Now, the one on the left symbolizes what is happening in your mind right now. Okay, and here on the right side is what is happening in your emotions. Okay, in your heart. So what we can see here right now is that it seems that the universe is giving you something, a new gift. It can be related to prosperity. It can be a new idea, or you're beginning a new business. Now it promises success. It's already blooming actually. Now that it has arrived with you, it's already blooming with promises. No, and it seems that this present moment, the universe is giving you a tower moment. For me, it is like a paradigm shift, or a change in your usual way of thinking. So what happens is, maybe you were fixed on a certain point of view. Maybe there was something in your life that you is sort of like a pillar in the way you handle or deal with the world. Something, a certain belief system that has been your source of strength in the past. But somehow the universe has sort of created a certain situation that made you realize that made you question the veracity or maybe the dependability of this way of thinking that you had before. So maybe there was a certain way of thinking that you had before that the universe has shattered at this moment, and somehow you know how it is where some, if it is related to faith, there is a sudden sort of like not only in faith, it can be also in something that you really hold as true in your life. Then suddenly something happened that questioned the stability of that way of thinking, wherein suddenly you feel unstable and you don't know where to believe on anymore at this present time. For some of you, it can be a crisis of faith. For some of you, it can be a awakening, a certain awakening to something that you thought was beautiful and stable, and then you realize it has a lot of also imperfections in it. So somehow you were relying on it, now you feel like you are free falling, you don't know where to depend on. So this is something that is, I feel, what is happening in your mind right now. There are some belief systems that are changing right now in your mind, and it seems that here we have here the five. So this is the tower. Here we have the Ace of Pentacles. We have here the Nine of Wands, and then we have here the Five of Wands. Okay, so right now there is a sort of like a change that is happening in your way of thinking, a paradigm shift, or a questioning or re-examining of the things that you used to believe on or rely on in the past. Now, because of that, you are a little bit more discerning right now. Maybe in the emotion, you do not, right now you are in a sort of, you know how it is when you don't immediately put your heart into it anymore, into things anymore. You are a little bit more guided. When there is something new, maybe a new idea coming or a new situation coming, you assess it first before you accept it. Sometimes when, for example, if you, right now you have a crisis of faith or a crisis of certain belief system, what happens to you right now is you start to examine already the things that you already know. So here is, for me, the Nine of Wands shows a person who is wiser now, a person who now takes things with a grain of salt. So you don't just take what other people say hook, line, and sinker. You test it based on your life experiences. So right now, I think you are having a re-examination of your life, re-examination of your belief systems, a re-examination of the things that you've learned from other people. I think this is a very good process because you are relearning life. You are relearning the things that you have learned in the past. And when you relearn them and you test them, you see what happens is what you thought before you just accepted, now you are testing them. You are questioning what you have learned in the past. And when you question them, if ever you would realize, okay, I am convinced it is true, when you accept it, then it will be accepted because you have tested it. So the faith will be stronger. Your faith will be stronger. If for some of you are now having a crisis of faith, now that you are testing it, if ever you would bring it back to you and consider it as part of your life, then it will be a stronger faith. Why? Because you have already deliberated it, you have already reflected on it, and you have already applied it to your life's reality. So right now you are re-examining your life, trying to re-examine your conscience also, because this one is related to the emotions and your inner self, your emotions. At the same time also the things that you hold dear to you. Okay, so you are re-examining right now the things that you hold dear to your heart. Usually the things that we hold dear in the heart are those things that we have grown up into. Maybe the teachings that we receive from our elders or our loved ones in the past that we hold dear to our heart. Now you are testing it, and I think it is a good process because now that you are testing it, if ever you accept it again, it will be a stronger acceptance. If it is a belief system, then it will be a belief system that is strengthened by contemplation and by acceptance, that you really accept it. It's not just given to you, but it's something that you accept and you adopt as part of your life. So I feel right now you are undergoing certain trials, Libra, when it comes to maybe belief systems or things that you thought was right in the past. Okay, uh, you are re-examining your life at this time. When it comes to the inner world, it's as if the universe is teaching you something new. When you look at the Five of Wands, these are like young people learning a new martial arts, sort of like a new form of dancing, also can be a new form of cultural art, something like that. So you are learning something new. It's as if you are relearning what you have learned from the school of life. The universe is teaching you many new things right now. And so you need to listen to the universe. You need to allow the universe to guide you. Maybe that is the reason that we have here the Page of Cups. The Page of Cups listens to the fish. You need to listen to the guidance of the universe, to the enlightenment of the universe, especially at this moment when you are trying to re-examine the things that you hold as dear before to your life, the things you thought was unquestionable, the things you thought were a very strong a very strong foundation that you can rely on. Now it becomes unstable. So it's very important for you to be guided by the spirit so that you will not lose your way, and you will continue to your journey towards the search for what is true, what is right. And the universe always teaches us the right way. So just allow the spirit to guide you. You are learning something new in life, rediscovering something new in life. So this is what I can see for you right now, Libra, in your earth, wind, fire, and water reading. Let us end this reading with some oracle cards to give us more insights regarding your present situation. So, shine, okay, and then let go. Mother Earth, okay, and then choices, okay. So right now, I think, yeah, you are choosing certain things in your life right now. Actually, you're renewing the choices that you make in your life. For some of you, when you are already trying to examine your belief systems, no, you will have to make choices right now. Don't throw, sometimes when you are sort of disappointed with what you thought you can rely on, sometimes the tendency is to immediately or spontaneously throw them all out into the basket. Don't just throw things that you have been with you for many years out in the basket, because if you do that, it's like throwing the bath water and accidentally throwing the baby that is in the bath water together with it. Okay, so re-examine first. Re-examine the situation. Don't throw it away completely. Set it aside and tell yourself, okay, I have certain questions about these things. I am going to set it aside here. Now I am going to let it stay there for a while, and I will try to examine it little by little. If I am able to find certain things that I still am convinced is true, then I will get it and put it back to its position. Then the other things, don't just throw them away. Re-examine them. Just as this person is re-examining things, he is taking them with a grain of salt. Re-examine them. Don't just throw them away. So you will have to make certain choices. Re-examine, take the things that you still consider as true, you still hold as true, and put them back. Those that you are not yet sure, just set it aside. Don't throw them away, just set it aside. So right now you are making some life choices, and I think being close to nature will allow you to have a better perspective of the situation. So every once in a while, don't just concentrate on analyzing things. Don't put your as I said in one earlier reading, is don't put your nose in the grindstone to the point that you couldn't see anymore the big picture. Detach yourself from the situation every once in a while. Go to nature. Allow Mother Nature to nurture you so that you will continue to have a better point of view of the situation that you are in. Now, You are undergoing transformation, and sooner or later you will shine again. If at this time you feel that you are troubled, you are thinking because of the tower moment, this tower moment, always think that this tower moment is a period of transformation that will allow you to shine in the future. Now, the discoveries that the universe are teaching you right now is a gift that you can share to the world. And the best way to do so is to shine. Let the discoveries and the new gifts that the universe is giving you come out into the world. Share it to the world. Don't be afraid to shine. A lamp should not be hidden under a bushel basket. If there is a new inspiration right now, share it to the world. If you feel like sing it to the world, sing it to the world. Shine. Now let go. This tower moment is something that you cannot stop, something that you cannot control. It is part of your life's process. This is a process that is being initiated by the universe in your life. Now, certain situation happens so that things will be renewed in your life. You know how it is when you do not expect it, when it suddenly rains. You cannot control the rain. But the rain, after the rain, life starts to come out again. New shoots come out, birds starts to sing again. So this is part of life's process. So even if it is difficult, even if it sometimes confuses you, let go and let God. Allow the Spirit to guide you. Let go. Do not hold on to these anxieties. Let go and go out to Mother Earth. Allow Mother Earth to nurture you so that you will have a better perspective. And if you are able to detach yourself and you let go, allow the Spirit to guide you, then you will be able to make better choices. And after you make the better choices, then it's time for you to shine. Okay, so these are what we can see right now in your tarot reading, Libra. I hope that our Earth, Wind, Fire, and Water reading was able to help you in your present journey. And I thank you for the likes and the supports that you have given to the channel. If you feel that this will help somebody, don't hesitate to share it with them. And thank you for subscribing to that channel. Until next time, may God continue to bless your ways.